the government is due to announce its plans to regulate tobacco advertising. Ministers want to ban tobacco adverts on billboards by the end of the year, 2 years ahead of the European Union. They also want to extend that ban to newspapers and magazines, as Lauren Taylor explains.
That tobacco advertisements like these do encourage people to smoke, especially the young. It says protecting children is one of the main reasons for bringing forward its ban to December this year, 2 years earlier than required by a European Union directive. The move has delighted anti-smoking campaigners.
Advertising does increase smoking, it does encourage young people to take up the habit. If it was banned, then over time it would save thousands of lives, so it's a really good progressive measure.
The tobacco manufacturers argue advertising bans are illegal. They're already taking their case to the European Court and say the government should have waited for the outcome. And the pro-smoking lobby says the move won't stop children taking up the habit.
By banning advertising, there's every chance you're going to encourage kids because it makes them rebellious. It's a good opportunity to take on an activity that is somehow seen as a slightly underground activity.
The ban won't just cover billboards. It will include newspaper and magazine advertisements and promotions. But anti-smoking campaigners fear that the manufacturers will simply get round it by promoting their brands through other products, such as clothes and accessories. Lauren Taylor, ITN, Central London.
South Africa has a new president tonight, formally marking the end of the Nelson Mandela era. The nation's first black president is retiring at the age of 80. At a ceremony in Johannesburg, Mr. Mandela handed over the mantle of power to Thabo Mbeki. The new president promised to fight what he called the nightmare of post-apartheid poverty. The new car Rover hopes will steer it out of the motoring doldrums goes on sale tomorrow. The BMW-owned company is pinning everything on the luxury 75 model after a series of crises at Rover. This year alone, UK sales of Rover cars have slumped by nearly a third. Here's Ross Childs. This is the car that Rover hopes will secure its future. The new Rover 75 goes on sale tomorrow at a price of between £18,000 and £25,000. Rover and its 39,000 workers at Cowley and especially at Longbridge hope the new car will convince BMW, Rover's German owner, that the British company is worth saving. But Rover is already in deep trouble. Last year, its operating losses were £466 million. In the first half of this year alone, it's already down another £330 million, and 4,000 jobs have been cut since January. But motor industry experts question who the new Rover will appeal to.
It seems that Rover have almost gone a bit over the top in the terms of having it making the car a little piece of England. Maybe that's a bit of the BMW influence there, trying to distance it from their own products.
Rover hasn't put an official figure on how many 75s it hopes to sell. The sales expectations are estimated at 50,000 this year and 100,000 next. Rover's workers hope that the new model will put them firmly on the road to success and job security. Ross Childs, ITN, North London. On to sport now, and the world 100 metres sprint record was smashed tonight in Greece. America's Maurice Green set a new time of 9.79 seconds at a special event in Athens, the birthplace of track and field events. It beat the previous record by 0.05 of a second. And Damon Hill shocked the world of motor racing today by announcing his retirement. The ex-world champion says he's fulfilled his ambitions and will go at the end of the season. Michael Schumacher, who's been Hill's great rival on the track, said it was a real pity. Peter Staunton reports.
It was only last month that the oldest man on the grid was talking about the reasons why he would eventually retire.
When I wasn't enjoying it, or I wasn't succeeding, or I wasn't in a position to be competitive. That's really the only thing.
Well, that time came sooner than anyone expected. A mistake in Sunday's race damaged only the car and his pride, but he knew he was going nowhere fast. It was time to get out.
For the first time, he's being outdriven by his teammate, Harold Frentzen. And I suspect it's all come together and he's just lost a bit of motivation.
He was a late starter at 32 and learnt his craft from the master. But it was only after Senna's fatal accident that Hill began his assaults on the world title.
After he died, Damon really did support the team very, very strongly and made an exceptional contribution.
He should have been champion in '94 when Schumacher drove his stricken car across his path. But 2 years later, he had his revenge, and his place in motor racing history was secure. Peter Staunton, ITN Sport.
On to tonight's National Lottery, and the winning numbers are 17, 21, 25, 37, 38 and 45. The bonus number is 5, and Camelot say there are 2 jackpot winners, each receiving just over £2 million. The main news again, more evidence has emerged of the scale of atrocities committed in Kosovo. At the same time, Serb civilians say they're now the victims of ethnic hatred in the province. The makers of Coca-Cola have set up a hotline after the Belgian health scare, and Damon Hills announced he's quitting Formula 1 motor racing at the end of the season. He says he's achieved his ambitions. The financial figures now. The FTSE 100 share index ended up 53 points. In America, the Dow Jones closed up nearly 190 points. The pound is up slightly against the euro, trading at 1.54, and against the dollar it was down at just under 1.59. Now let's take a look at tomorrow's newspapers. The Telegraph leads with that machine gun and grenade attack we mentioned earlier, in which 54 ethnic Albanians are said to have been killed in Kosovo, 24 of them children. The Independent says new government evidence shows there is a real risk of genetically modified crops contaminating other plants, and it shows Nelson Mandela on his last day as South African president. The Mirror hails 4 British paras in Kosovo as heroes, telling how they risked their lives to save 2 Albanian women from being raped in front of their father. It also mentions the new 100-metre world record. The Daily Mail claims to have an exclusive picture of the first cloned human embryo created by American scientists. It also asks how your hospital did in the league tables. And The Sun leads with Damon Hill's decision to quit Formula 1. It says the former champion is literally tired out. It says he hates the new wheels. And that's it from ITV's Nightly News. You can catch ITV's Evening News tomorrow at 6:30. But from me, good night.